Good morning, student. In the last class, we have studied it is half chapter aldehydes and ketones. Let us recall what we have taken in the previous classes. First, we have taken the introduction. That is, first one is the introduction, and the second one is an nomenclature. First one, that is introduction for the aldehydes and ketones. Second one is nomenclature. Third one, isomerism. And fourth one, methods of preparation. That is methods of preparation for the aldehydes and ketones combined. And also we have studied a special method for the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. The next topic, that is first introduction and then nomenclature and then isomerism, methods of preparation and then physical properties, and last one is the chemical properties. That is chemical properties. We have completed introduction, nomenclature, isomerism, methods of preparation, physical properties, and half completion of chemical properties. So let us see once again the introduction for the aldehydes and ketones. The aldehydes and ketones are carbonyl compounds in which carbon bonded with the oxygen with the help of a double bond. Such type of compounds are known as carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl means the compounds which contain carbon and oxygen double bond are known as carbonyl compounds. Based on these carbonyl compounds, we can identify whether the given compound is aldehydes or ketones. Let us see how we can identify aldehydes and ketones. If one of the valency is satisfied with the hydrogen, and another may be hydrogen or alkyl group or aryl group, then those compounds are known as aldehydes. If one of the valency satisfied from the hydrogen and another may be hydrogen or alkyl group or aryl group, then such type of compounds are known as aldehydes. Ketone means both the valency must be satisfied by the alkyl group or aryl group or alkyl aryl group. In the ketones, both the valency are satisfied by the alkyl group or aryl group or alkyl aryl group. Such type of compounds are known as ketones. Then let us see one example for the aldehydes and ketones. In the aldehydes are generally represented as RCHO. It can be written as RC double bond OH. This is a general representation of an aldehydes, and the general representation of an ketone is RC double bond O. R dash, it is the general representation of an ketone. In the place of R, we can write AR, that is aryl group or aromatic compounds. This is an alkyl group, that is aliphatic compounds. This is about a general introduction of an aldehyde. Let us see nomenclature. In the nomenclature of aldehyde, we will use the prefix Al. Al is used as a prefix for the secondary suffix for the aldehydes, and the secondary suffix for the ketones is an ONE. Al is for the aldehydes and ONE is for the ketones. Consider an example: CS3 C double bond O H The one of the valence is satisfied by the hydrogen, therefore this compound belongs to the aldehydes. There are two carbon atoms, therefore N saturated and ethane terminal E and is replaced by the Al, that is ethanol. The name of the compound is ethanol, and generally it is known as an acetaldehyde. The second one is that is benzene. C double bond O, as one of the valence is satisfied by the hydrogen and another valence is satisfied by the aryl group, that is aromatic compounds. If one of the valence is satisfied by the hydrogen, then those compounds are known as an aldehyde. The particular name of the compound is benzaldehyde. The particular name of the compound is benzaldehyde. We can also call it as an benzene carbondehyde. So benzene carbondehyde also we can call it as, and we can also call it as benzaldehyde. The third important compound for the aldehyde is H, C double bond O, H. Both the valency are satisfied by the hydrogen, then only it is known as an aldehydes. And the particular name of the compound is one carbon atom, therefore meth, that is a saturated methane terminal is replaced by the Al, therefore the compound name is methanol. These three important compounds for the aldehydes. Let us see ketones. That is CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Both the valency are satisfied by the hydrogen. Both the valency are satisfied by the alkyl group. Therefore, this belongs to the ketone. And there are three carbon atoms. Then prop. Prop is the root word and it is a saturated propane. Terminal is replaced by the ONE. That is name of the compound is propanol. IUPAC name is propanol. And the general name for the compound is an acetone. Another example for the important example for the ketones, it is C double bond O, CS. Here one of the valence is satisfied by the R group, that is alkyl group. Another valence is satisfied by the benzene, that is aryl group. Such type of compounds are considered as an ketones. And the name of the compound is an acetophenol. Acetophenol is the general name, and IUPAC name is an phenylethanol. Phenylethanol is the IUPAC name, and the general name is the acetophenol. This is about the introduction and nomenclature, and let us see isomerism. In the isomerism means the compounds having same molecular formula but differ in the physical and chemical properties are known as an isomers, and that process is known as isomerism. Here the aldehydes and ketones will show an functional isomer. Aldehydes and ketones will show an functional isomers. That means compounds having the same molecular formula but differ in the and functional group are known as an functional isomer, and that process is known as functional isomerism. Then let us see how these will show functional isomerism. Consider an example C3H6O. We can write CS3 C double bond O, that is CS3 CS2 C double bond O H, and we can also write CS3 C double bond O CS. In both the compounds, the number of carbon atoms are 3 and the number of hydrogen atoms are 6 and the number of oxygen is 1. Both having the same molecular formula but differ in the functional group. Here one of the valence is satisfied by the aldehydes, that is hydrogen, therefore such type of compounds are known as aldehydes. Here both the Valencia are satisfied by the alkyl group, therefore such type of compounds are known as ketones. Both having the same molecular formula but differ in the functional group, therefore such type of compounds are known as functional isomer. In this functional isomerism, that aldehydes and ketones will show the functional isomerism. The aldehyde functional group cannot be present in the middle position and ketone functional group cannot be present in the first position. Therefore, these will show the and functional isomerism. This is about the isomerism. Then next topic is methods of preparation. There are special methods for the preparation of aldehydes as well as ketones. Let us see the special methods for the preparation of an aldehydes. That is first one, a Rosen-Martin reduction reaction. Rosen-Martin reduction reaction. And the second one is the main important reaction is Rosen-Martin reduction reaction. And next, Stephan reaction. That is Stephan reduction reaction. Third one, Attard reaction. Fourth one, Gattermann-Hoche reaction. That is third one, Attard reaction. And fourth one, and Gattermann-Hoche reaction. Let us do one by one. That is the Rosen-Martin reduction reaction. In the Rosen-Martin reduction reaction, we will use palladium as the catalyst which is suspended over the barium sulfate. We will use the palladium as the catalyst which is suspended over the barium sulfate. And in the Stephan reaction, we will use in the special condition that is selected reduction reaction, we will use this also. This is Stephan reaction will be carried out when there is cyanohydrocarbons or we can call it as nitriles. And nitriles, with the help of nitriles, we can carry the Stephan reaction. And with the help of toluene, we can carry out by the oxidation of toluene, we can carry out the preparation of an aldehydes. And in the Gattermann's reaction, by the reacting with carbon monoxide with the benzene, it will give an aldehydes. These are the four special methods for the preparation of an aldehydes. And next class we will continue, that is chemical properties. In that chemical properties we have studied a nucleophilic addition reaction. In the nucleophilic addition reaction we have studied the hydrogen cyanide addition, sodium bisulfite, and next we have studied an addition, that is Grignard. We also studied the Grignard reagent, that is RMgX, addition of Grignard reagent. And next we have studied a nucleophilic addition and then elimination reaction. That is addition of an ammonia and its derivatives. We have taken only 3 examples and further example we will continue in the next class.